Good afternoon. I'm First Warn 5, Meteorologist Mike Nicco. I want to give you a quick update on the severe weather that is developing down to the south of the metro. In fact, about 60 miles to our south and southeast, the exact area we talked about yesterday where we were likely to see some severe weather. So let me push out here right here. This is the Severe Thunderstorm Watch, just issued. Goes until 10 o'clock, but I don't think Bates, Henry, Johnson, Lynn County, Kansas, and Pettis County, also Missouri, are going to be in the watch that long. In fact, storms are popping right over top of you now as that cold front is pushing into your warm and moist air. Let me show you what is possible out of this storm. We talked about large to very large hail yesterday, up to baseball size, and that is still possible. Okay, that'll be very isolated, and that'll be out of some of the strongest storms that are out there right now. I do not see that happening over top of us, but that could change as quickly as a half hour to 45 minutes. Wind up to 70 miles per hour and a tornado or two. So let me show you the radar, and you can see the storms developing around Sedalia and also kind of down towards Butler. So we're talking, they are just now igniting over top of you. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning. We've been keeping you up to date on that with some shorter versions, but I wanted to do a little bit longer version of an update here because I think this weather warrants it for those areas. So right now, severe thunderstorm warning for Bates and Lynn. Let's just zoom on down there. And that is, again, about 60 miles away from the metro and staying away from the metro. And it's just about to cross over and out of our viewing area. In fact, Mapleton and Fulton are in the county below Lynn, and that's why they are not technically in our viewing area. But if you are watching us from there, Mapleton, you're sitting right underneath the strongest part of that storm, and that's extending over to Fulton. And if we had hail coming out of this, it looks like it'd be about an inch size. Okay, this is a radar indicated severe thunderstorm with possibly up to 60-mile-per-hour winds. Here's a look at the track, and you can see West Library School 254, so just about any minute. Amos 257, and then it crosses over and moves out of Lynn and Bates County. Okay, so this one's going to be out of here pretty soon, but we've got to go back and look at what's going to happen. So here's a radar depiction, a future radar depiction of where these storms are going to move over the next couple of hours. And you can see they're going to move rather quickly down to the southeast at about 35 miles per hour. So there you go. You can see they're going to be very scattered, one or two storms. But with one or two storms out there, they get the bulk of the energy, and there's quite a bit of energy. The key is the cold front. The cold front is what is lifting this moist air. Once the cold front passes you, and you'll know it's past you when you get those northerly breezes, the winds will pick up out of the north. That's the cold front coming through, and that means the severe threat is over for you. So it's really looking like as we head over towards Bates and Henry County from Butler to Clinton, we have the best chance of severe weather over the next hour or two. Again, up to 2.5 inches. That's baseball size hail, up to 70-mile-per-hour winds, plus the factor that we have lightning. There's going to be a ton of lightning with these storms, and lightning can hit 5 to 10 miles away from the parent storm. So if you are within earshot of thunder or can see lightning off in the distance, go ahead and head inside. 30 rule. 30 minutes after the last clap of thunder or the last bolt of lightning that you see, then you can come outside. Now, let's move on from 5 o'clock and show you where this is going at 6 o'clock. There'll be a few post-frontal storms, some secondary storms that will not be severe, but you can see them popping up around Odessa, Richmond, Marshall, Warrensburg, and Sedalia. Those will not be severe. Once that one cluster moves out of Henry County and heads more into the Ozarks and the Truman Reservoir, then we're in the clear, okay? And as we head deeper into the evening hours, you can see eventually some clearing will head out there. So again, the biggest concern is down in Lynn County in Kansas, and then you cross the border into Bates County. Then you go over towards Henry County, which is where Clinton is. You go up to Warrensburg, that's Johnson County. You head over to Pettis. We're getting close to Sedalia. Those are the counties. You can see them highlighted and outlined there that are under the severe thunderstorm watch. And if you're just joining us, I think you've got a window of the next 2 hours or so where we could have severe weather in this area. And the severe weather threats, again, are going to be up to, not necessarily a guarantee that you could get that. In fact, the farther south and away we are from our neighborhoods, the juicier the air is, the more energies in there for those stronger storms. But these are going to go up rather rapidly. We're talking about going from nothing to severe 30, 45 minutes. That's why you have to be aware of rapidly changing surroundings around you if you're going to be in those neighborhoods. So again, quick update, let you know we've got that new severe thunderstorm watch with those hazards. The window, again, is from now until about 6 o'clock, and then the all clear is out there. A few showers are possible behind this initial line, but they will not be severe. And the key to remember is once the winds come out of the north, your severe threat is over. So, of course, we'll continue to keep an eye on this, and we'll have our next news at 5:30. If something else happens to pop up that is going to be significant, I'll be sure to jump back on here and also send out a push, a shorter one, a minute one. Can give you some quicker information doing that also. So make sure you keep our app handy and keep watching us here at KCTV5. We've got you covered during this severe weather event for our southeasternmost counties. All right, we'll see you later.